Today in the Lori Vallow murder trial, the jury heard the 911 call made by Chad Daybell, right? The husband. He was making the call saying he found his wife Tammy dead. Remember, she died of a sudden illness, not old, not known for being infirm. So Chad and Vallow are also accused of conspiring to kill her. Take a listen to the 911 call, not for the flatness a la Vallow, but for his level of being distraught and whether it plays as genuine. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Chad, the husband. She's clearly dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, can I get your name?
Chad Daybell. Oh, man.
All right, let's go to the courthouse in Idaho. That's where reporter and great podcaster Lori Matthias had a front row seat. So, Lauren, you got to see the expressions of the people who will make the decision. How did the call play?
You know, they were shocked. I love the question you asked, Chris, because that's exactly what I was thinking after learning so much about this case. Could he really, pull the wool over my eyes, or is this believable? And I think the jury and the jurors were asking the same question. I have to admit, I thought it sounded a bit believable, even knowing everything I know about Chad. So I really want to know what the jurors are thinking. When I looked over at them, they were listening intently. This is a jury that listens. Some of them did seem really distraught themselves. I looked over at Lori Daybell. She was listening. She was indifferent, of course. That's kind of her MO. It was really interesting. The whole courtroom was listening. I'll tell you that.
You know, it's an interesting thing because in my experience, if you're going to err on one side or the other, if you're acting, right, that's the assumption, you should go over the top rather than not enough, because I think as human beings, we're more comfortable with the idea of, well, I don't know. I mean, I would be so upset. I mean, I guess it could come out in lots of ways, but it not coming out, other than the idea of just being in shock, it's not as easy as sell for regular people who are in that box. Now, the timing here, of course, is very conspicuous, right? Chad marries Lori 2 weeks after Tammy dies, the woman he's crying over. And that is going to be relevant, as is the fact that he didn't want an autopsy. Has that registered at all with people in the courtroom?
Yes, it absolutely has registered, because we went through witness testimony after witness testimony this afternoon explaining all the things that seemed suspicious and off when they went to this call, this 911 call. It looked like she had passed away hours ago. There was pink foam coming out of her mouth. Chad had been wiping the pink foam away. They had moved the body. And then at the end, each person said, but, we decided not to do an autopsy, to put on this death certificate, natural causes.
And to be clear, we don't know that she was suffering with pancreatic cancer or any chronic illness or anything where her demise was foreseeable.
We don't know that, but we also heard from a lot of witnesses who said she was taking high fitness classes and doing burpees, doing planks, that she was taking a clogging class at the same time. It's hard to imagine that this was a woman that wasn't in decent health.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.